What's up, everybody? Welcome to another B.M.B podcast, brought to you by Smooth Jazz Listenings. I'm your host, BJ.
This is Mike on the mic.
Hey, this is Brian.
He's not part of the Smooth
Hello.
Jazz group here.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, man?
What's going on, everyone? Week 1, NFL is over with. Week 1 of fantasy is over with. We will we'll discuss in our sports about our fantasy picks, how fucked up Antonio Brown is. We'll talk about some other teams and other sports. And we'll do the usual movies, music, our picks, and stuff.
We'll try to leave out the poop this time, you know?
Yeah, we'll leave out the poop, even though we had some people rolling and shit like always. But, you know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that maybe later on. We'll have a poopy time.
Poopy hour.
But obviously, ladies and gentlemen, this date, 18 years ago, pretty heartbreaking. And to this day, it's still heartbreaking when you think about today's date and everything like that. And just a crazy day still to this day.
Oh, yeah, man. That was a trip.
Yeah, I was only, 2001. I was still 19 years old.
Yeah, I was barely out of high school. And I think I don't know what I was doing, but was I in high school? No, I was out of high school.
No, you graduated in 2001.
Yeah,
you're out of high school.
Yeah, I was out of high school. But for some reason, I was doing the same routine. Like I went to the gas station where I normally went to get coffee, and there was like high school kids there, and I didn't understand. I didn't know what was up. Yeah, like a French vanilla, like from the liquor store. You drink coffee? Yeah, hell yeah. Not every now and then I'd get it. So, but I was going. I don't know why I was out there, but when I was there, everybody was like, "Oh my god, did you hear about the towers? The towers?" I'm like, I didn't know what the hell was happening until I got to work or something, and then I heard what was happening.
Yeah, it was because I remember it was on a Tuesday because my dad was still alive, and I remember that Tuesday he was supposed to go in for chemo, and then I woke up because I was going to college at Mount San Jacinto. Mount San Jacinto, and I remember I got up in the morning, and then my dad was eating breakfast, and he had the radio up, and I'm like, "Pop, what's going on?" He's like, "Are we gonna go?" And he's like, "Hold on," and I'm like, "Why?" He goes, "Something's going on here," and then that's when the first one got hit. And then we went upstairs, turned on the TV, and then we saw the second one. And then we were like, what the fuck? Because you see that second one, the plane, and you're like, holy shit. And then the Pentagon, and then the Pittsburgh one. And it's just crazy, tumultuous day, you know?
Yeah, that was insane. It just kept on going. I just tripped out on the buildings that fell. For one thing, that it fell. And then, like, around the corner, another building fell. That I don't know. It was trippy, man.
But I think a lot of people only talk about the two towers. They never talk about the Pittsburgh flight, how those people try to fuck up the Al Qaeda people, you know, and even the ones and you never hear about the Pentagon one, the one that hit the Pentagon, you know, you only hear about the Twin Towers, and I get it, but you still got to, you know, talk about the one in Pittsburgh and the Pentagon, because the one in Pittsburgh, Flight 93, I mean, those guys, everyone busted their ass to kick those fucking Al Qaeda guys' asses, you know?
Yeah, and then those phone calls, man, that was the scariest thing.
Yeah, that was crazy. Where were you at, BJ's?
I was doing house inspections, and I was listening to sports talk radio, and all of a sudden they just went to breaking news and talking about the towers that got hit. And so I was like, okay, I'm like, what the fuck's going on? So I had to work the whole day, so all I can hear was what was going on the radio. So by the time I got home around 3 or 4 in the afternoon, I got home and I finally was able to watch TV and see what happened. And I was like, damn, like, really, New York? I was kind of like, it never happens in America, right? You never think of another country or somebody coming do some kind of thing like that. So I was kind of tripping off of that. I was like, damn. So that's when, you know, you start hearing the talk. Like, I heard they were trying to go to LA and bomb LA and stuff like that. So you're like, you know, we live in Southern California, so like, shit, I hope it's not coming anywhere near us. You know, so
SoCal, the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah, you know.
LAX. I mean, that's when you really heard about terror. Like, I didn't really know about too much about terrorism until that shit happened. Like, no one knew about Al Qaeda.
No,
No one knew about. I mean, we knew about Osama, but we didn't know about Al Qaeda and Taliban and all that shit.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about that, but no, it was crazy, man. I was just, it was just kind of like shocked that it happened here in the United States.
It's like my dad said. It kind of like I think he was only like 4 when Pearl Harbor happened, but he was like same exact fucking just what the fuck, what the hell's going on in the world,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember like the first week of sports coming back. That was something I'll never forget. Just how blessed you are to be in this country and stuff. And then when sports came back and how much we needed sports and how much sports actually helped us, it really did.
Yeah. The World Series against the Mets and the Yankees when Bush threw out the first pitch.
No, that was it was the Diamondbacks and the Yankees. 2000 was the Yankees. 2001 was Diamondbacks and Yankees.
Oh, okay. I'm tripping. Okay.
That's when Luis Gonzo hit that fucking against Mariano.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, man. So yeah, that was our sobering moment.
Are we getting drunk now?
I wish.
Yeah, I hear ice clicking in the background.
Well, that was water. It's been crazy at work. But no, I've been drinking because my fantasy teams are kicking ass. So, Mike, rest in peace, Nick Foles. I know you picked him up.
He went down
he threw
real
a touchdown
fast.
and got hurt, man.
He went down real fast.
Threw that fucking one touchdown pass, and then all of a sudden, like, he's holding it, and then you're like, what the fuck? He's got a broken clavicle. Tyreek Hill has not a broken clavicle, but he's out for a while. Same situation. Devin Funchess from the Colts. He's got a broken clavicle. Yeah, it's like fucking the week of the collarbones, man. Yeah. But overall, though, Baltimore looks good. I got a cousin that's a Dolphin fan. AJ, you might want to put that shit away, dog, because goddamn, y'all look.
But they said they were going to rebuild, right? This is not something that they.
No. That's just booty, dog. No. That's they didn't come to play, and it was a home game, so that's gonna be one of those seasons where you're like, fuck. Hey, we've all been through it. The Raiders have been through it. The Cowboys have been through it. Yeah. And you're just like, damn it. You hate the kind of season because it's like you're all excited for it, and then you're like, God damn it.
Yeah, and then there was that report that a couple of Miami players wanted to be traded after that game, talking to their agents. So,
well, and if you look at Kenny Stills, the guy he was a fucking Dolphin a week before, and then he got with the Texans, made a nice catch for a touchdown, and he's already legit with them, and he's happy and probably blessed. So, yeah. By the way, all you fucking Cleveland Brown fans and bandwagoners, yeah, you might want to wait to keep talking shit because damn, you guys look pretty. Tennessee rolled all over y'all.
They look like the Browns. That's what they look like. They didn't.
They look like the Browns. Man.
They look just like the Browns.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, Bernie Kosar is still going to be the greatest quarterback besides Brian Stipe. Thanks, Pop. And then, but goddamn, I mean, I was like I said, you and I were watching the game, bro, and then all of a sudden we were like, okay, touchdown, and then Tennessee just layeth the smackdown. So,
Baker's cocky attitude. And for him to play like that, he just needs to shut the hell up from now on. Shut the hell up, focus on football, stop throwing 3 interceptions, 1 for pick 6, and get that team going because they got a lot of talent on that team. It's just that I honestly, I know the Browns are always going to be the Browns and they're going to suck, but honestly, I thought they were going to be better. Yeah, I really thought they were going to be better. That was horrible. that was just horrible. I was like, really? All that talent, you guys play like that? I'll say, no, okay. Browns, I guess when you put on that Brown jersey, it's just the way it goes.
Like the old Raiders used to be,
All right, Clippers back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. But my Cowboys put the smack down on the Giants. Dak looked great. Love the new offense. Love the new offensive coordinator. We got a lot of weapons on the receiving core. Just looking good. Mike, your Raiders.
Defense looked good, man. I was happy about the defense. Came out, surprised me a lot, man. Holding them in the red zone. I was really surprised.
Yeah, man. Raiders look good, man.
And Denver normally's got us, on especially Monday night. They get us.
Denver's kind of
I mean, you know how rivalries are, though. You know that shit doesn't
Yeah,
even matter how your team is. It's just sometimes you just what you know. It doesn't even matter. You know.
that's true. But I don't like their quarterback for never. Their defense didn't play as good as they usually do, which was
Mm-hmm.
surprising. But you got that win, no, you got that win with no AB.
Yeah, but they said that about AB. It's like they were like, "Oh, how are you guys going to play without AB? How are you guys going to play without?" But he wasn't even fucking there half the damn time, anyways. You
No,
know.
no, and you know what it was too, dog, is no one, and when you watched Hard Knocks, no one talked about Tyrell Williams. And the one thing
Killed
about
it.
the Chargers, Tyrell Williams was a fucking good. Him and Keenan Allen. Tyrell Williams is a good. That was a good, solid pickup, and he balled out. And so did Josh Jacobs. The Raiders are going to be good, man. I think they got some fucking. They got that swag a little bit. I mean, Gruden alone was just fucking. He looked like he won the Super Bowl after you guys won that game. He was like, he was fucking hilarious, man. But not. But what I love the most, dude, is I don't know. I think B was already fucking sleeping. But when every time the Raiders would score, all you hear was "fuck AB, fuck AB," and then the announcers are like, "We're not gonna repeat what they're saying, but you get the gist." And that's true. That fuck that guy, dude. Like and now yesterday he got accused of rape, and so who knows if he?
Well, no,
who knows if he?
He didn't get accused yesterday. They just barely found out about this. The NFL barely.
Well,
found
she finally came up. She finally came out yesterday.
I thought these
2017.
I thought these allegations were already out.
No, she finally.
So,
I don't know who knows, but who knows if he's even going to play with it. But the bottom line is, right when he got released that Saturday, BJ's like he's going to go the Patriots. Watch, and then sure enough, bam. And then it's like, and then what Jerry Rice said. Jerry Rice was like, dude, he goes, Antonio Brown wanted to be a Patriot the whole time. He goes, he made himself embarrassing about doing this because he goes, if you wanted to be a Patriot, why'd you even come to the Bay, dude? He goes, and then right away Antonio claps back with a half picture of Jerry Rice and a half photo of him. He goes, "You're not the greatest," and I'm like, "You're an idiot."
What the hell? Man, come on now. Jerry Rice is the greatest receiver ever.
Yeah, that's no comparing.
No debate on that.
I want to win fantasy, and I have the motherfucker on my team, but I'm like, he's just a pain in the ass. But I know if I drop him, one of y'all's gonna pick him up. So fuck you guys.
See, I was wondering if it was just some type of thing that it was like already fucking made out just because of Hard Knocks, like because he's
because him and Mike Mayock got into it. My bad, Mike. Remember he got fined. Right? Yeah, he got fined, and you're supposed to be fined, but everyone that's got fined, they never look. The one thing about Antonio Brown is he posts his shit everywhere. Remember, like I told BJ 2 years ago. Right after the Chiefs right after the Steelers beat the Chiefs in the playoffs, Mike Tomlin made that speech in the locker room. The number one thing you never do is you never do anything like that in the locker room, post shit. And Antonio Brown is posting Mike Tomlin's speech on Facebook about we're gonna beat the fucking Patriots, blah 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 blah. You don't do that.
I didn't know that. I remember that. I remember when that happened. I didn't know that was AB though.
Yeah, that was him. So he's notorious. And then this shit happened. And he called Mike Mayock a cracker, all kinds of bullshit. And then he fucking, after being Derek Carr's BFF, he fucking throws him under the bus. And I'm like, you know what, dude? Fuck you.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, remember I was telling you about Bill Belichick at the press conference today, and
he looked uncomfortable.
Yes, he did. It was like this. He was not expecting this.
You know what it reminded me of? BJ, it reminded me of when he was asking questions about Aaron Hernandez.
Oh yeah, that's true.
How that he had that uncomfortable look and just hell, and that's what it reminded me of. This is different. I mean, honestly, God, truth. You know what? If Antonio,
but the NFL doesn't care though, right? Are they really going to about what you do outside of
that? No, there's certain things you can't do. That's why they call it sometimes the no fun league. Okay. But you got to remember, dude, you don't do that shit.
Oh and yeah, of course.
And if he is guilty of the raping, he's done. He's in jail, and fuck him.
Yeah.
So
I heard the girls is going, I don't know, today or tomorrow to go talk to the NFL.
Yeah, she's gonna go talk and then make her statement and stuff. So we'll see. We'll see if the fucker play what's going on. I mean, that's why last week on Thursday I get the text from BJ, hey, Antonio Brown's out. I'm like, fuck. So I swapped my fucking my team. And then Friday he's gonna play, and I'm like, God damn it! I already played BJ's cousin Allen Robinson. And then fucking, and then Saturday this shit happens, and I'm like, you know, it's a good thing I didn't go with him, and I did win and everything. And I gotta say, man, Saquon Barkley, thank you. The Jets defense, fuck yeah. And then in my other league, Le'Veon Bell tore it up, as well as Michael Thomas, man.
So we could have really fucked him though, right? Like we could have made him like not eligible for the whole year though, right?
Oh, that part, yes. The only thing that you guys did, which was smart, was you guys did. I don't know if you remember
for him, right?
Right, just like you guys did. What was it? How many? Was it 10 years ago? You guys signed D'Angelo Hall to $70 million, and then Al Davis after week 8 said, "No, you're gone." And Al Davis voided his contract. And that's when he became a Redskin for a long time. But because I remember that because he was just talking about it.
I didn't remember that. I didn't know that happened.
Yeah, they signed D'Angelo Hall like a 5 year, $70 million, and then after week 8, they fucking cut his ass. I think no, Randy Moss is already gone. But yeah, it was crazy, man. But that's what's fucking crazy is Randy Moss leaves the Raiders, goes to Patriots, has a great fucking thing. Antonio Brown is not even a fucking Raider, man. That's why if whoever bought his jersey, I hope you can get your money back, because that sucks, dude.
Oh, damn. I didn't even think about that.
Most retailers ain't giving no money back.
Oh, man. It's just like it's right next to Big Baller shit, dog.
Yeah. Big Baller brand, 2 for $99.
But I got to say, man, so far, Lamar Jackson got you some points. Mm-hmm. Hollywood Brown, no one got. I got him, no, but he balled out. But the biggest one, Sammy Watkins, that no one fucking started.
Oh, they started him all right on my other fantasy.
Oh, Boo Boo got you, right. But us men did not start Sammy. The ladies were smart. So Sammy Watkins balled out, man. But I felt for Mike because I told Mike to get Foles. He's gonna ball out, and right after he threw that touchdown, they're like, "Uh-oh." Then I see him in a sling, and I'm like, "Uh-oh." We got a problem here.
Yeah, I was watching it. I was all happy, and then I wasn't watching any of the games at that point in time. But then I got like the little alert, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Alert! 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 That shit was crazy, bro. But yeah, so we'll see how week 2 comes out, man. I love it. Fantasy's fun. I'm always on my goddamn phone though. I'm like, God damn it,
Hey, it is what it is, man. It's that time of the year. It's fun.
Yep.
It's the time when you tell your girls to shut up. It's football time.
Yeah, I got Laura. Hard Knocks got her all into watching football.
Nice. Really?
Yeah. She was pissed on a couple of people that we dropped during Hard Knocks, because they show them and she gets to know them. But she wished she was able to learn more about just the starters. But I told her, I'm like, well,
Go ahead.
I was like, they focus on the rookies and stuff like that. So.
Mm-hmm.
But did you see who you guys brought back? You guys did bring huh?
We brought back Doss.
Oh, okay, you did see that. Look at you, do know sports, though. See?
Yeah.
No, I read that because at first he said no, the Jaguars upped his pay, and the Raiders said, nah, we'll up your pay even more. Because on the practice squad, it's a little bit different. And I was happy, man, because he did look fucking good in silver and black, bro.
I thought they were going to keep him. I was kind of bummed when he was gone.
Yeah, no, well, because it was the AB effect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
fuck that guy.
BJ, and then in another league, fucking BJ had 210 points.
Yeah, damn.
All in.
Yeah, he was all big baller chicken on fucking Monday, man. He's like, yes, sir. Because it was Deshaun Watson and the Hopkins.
I had Deshaun Hopkins. I had Marlon Mack. I had Dak Prescott. Everybody was going off that day. I was just like, okay, keep them coming. And then I had Gallup on the bench, who only had 20. He had 22 points. But
I was laughing because Mike had Watson.
Mike, I was telling Brian, as long as Deshaun Watson passes the Hopkins, I'm going to win.
Yeah.
That's all.
And that's what I was like. I was like, if he balls out, and then I look, and I'm like, yeah, you got a touchdown. I look, and I'm like, oh wait, fuck, man, that's to that guy. I was like, fuck. I was like, I'm never catching up to this motherfucker.
Yeah, that's how it goes in fantasy. Sometimes it sucks like that.
But fellas, we're gonna do something new right now because we didn't do it last year, but this year I want to do it. So we're gonna do the B.M.B. pick'ems real quick. I'm gonna give you guys 7 games. I want you guys to pick me. Who do you guys think are gonna win?
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you guys 7 games. Here we go. First game is going to be the fucking toilet bowl game tomorrow. Tampa Bay and Carolina. B, who you got?
Ooh.
Oh, it's in Carolina?
Aaron, Carolina.
Oh, Carolina all day.
I'm gonna say Tampa
Mike, who you
Bay.
got?
I'm gonna say Tampa Bay.
You know what? I gotta go Carolina because Jameis Winston. Oh, good lord.
Garb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good lord. How about a repeat of fucking 1982 and 1988 fucking Super Bowl? The 49ers at Cincinnati.
Maybe Cincinnati.
I'm going with the Natty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Natty. Looked pretty good at Seattle, man. That was a pretty good one right there.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, we got to go. How about this is going to be an interesting game, even though they look shitty. The Seahawks at Pittsburgh.
I'm gonna go Seahawks. Fucking Pittsburgh.
No, I'm gonna go Seattle. Pittsburgh they look weird without Antonio Brown.
Yeah, but was that because of fucking they were playing the Patriots though?
I don't know. They just didn't look right.
I'm going
Who you got,
Pittsburgh.
B?
Pittsburgh. They're going to come back. They're not going.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna lose two
They're
in
not
a
going
row.
to play that bad like that. They just this is New England has their number when it happens when they're playing in New England.
Yeah, I think I'm flipping.
So, Mike, are you changing your mind, Mike? Or are we going to be Seahawks friends?
No, I'm going Pittsburgh. I got a guy from work, man. I
God
can't.
damn it!
Yeah.
I'll be the lone. I'll be the loner then. How about this one? Always a good rival. The Chiefs against the Raiders at Oakland.
Oh,
I'm going Raiders.
Chefs all day.
I gotta go Raiders.
I'm gonna go Raiders too, because fuck it, dude. I like seeing upsets like that. Let me tell you something, man. What about, of course, Cowboys and Indians?
Wow.
Cowboys and Redskins.
Well, I reckon the boys gonna do their thing this week.
At Washington.
They gonna
I got Dallas.
Smack down on them, boy.
Who you got, Mike?
Well, that's my quarterback, so I'm gonna have to go Washington.
That's right. Hopefully he stays around. This one's gonna be another fucking Super Bowl preview. Buffalo at the Giants. I'm gonna go Buffalo because Buffalo just went. They just beat at MetLife against the Jets. I think they beat the Giants.
You know what? Eli played actually decent. And I think Saquon, and you know what? I'm going with the Big Blue Wrecking Crew, Giants.
Who you got, Mike?
I said Buffalo.
Okay. Chicago Bears at the Chicago Bears at the Denver Broncos. Remember, Vic Fangio, former fucking Bears coordinator, now he's leading the Broncos.
What? I think I'm still going.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I'm gonna go Broncos at Mile High Stadium. A lot of people can't adjust to the altitude, and Trubisky looked pretty shitty.
Yes, he did.
I think the Bears.
I'm gonna go Broncos.
I'm going Bears.
Bears do have a good defense, but I think Broncos are going to win.
Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers at Green Bay Lambeau.
Cousins look weak, but Cook was on fire. The defense was on fire.
Vikings.
You like that?
Green Bay didn't look too great against the Bears.
That's D, dog. I'm gonna go Pack go.
I'm going with the Horns. I'm going with the Vikings.
Yeah, same.
Now I'm loner again. I know I said 7 games, but I guess 7 plus 7. So,
you do the hallelujah. Ooh, like NFL game day, though.
I know, right? How about we got the Colts at the Titans? I got the Titans. That defense looks pretty fucking good. Jacoby Brissett, he looked good at the Chargers, but I think the Titans look fucking Derrick Henry, man. Mike, good pick on that one, by the way.
Yeah, I think I'm going Titans too.
Titans.
All right, we're all friends. And
but T.Y. Hilton will have a big game, and Marlon Mack and Ebron. But
this one, man. I hope my man. There's a couple more. This one I don't know about. Kyler Murray and the fucking 0-1-1 Cardinals at Baltimore. Woo, that defense, dog.
Baltimore look garbage.
What? They scored 59 points, homie. What you doing? What you saying right now, man? What you saying?
He's got a little AJ in him.
Nah, yeah, but that fucking Dolphins were garbage, though.
But T Sizzle comes back to his, But I'm going. Fuck it. You know what, dude? Fuck y'all. I'm going Cardinals.
Cardinals too.
Don't do it.
I think they're gonna ride too high on the Dolphins.
That's the wrong bird. I'm going with the Ravens.
That's the wrong bird.
All right. How about the rematch? The Saints at the LA Rams. Woo! I'm going Saints.
Game.
I think they got a lot to play for, and they look. I mean, it's gonna be a good slobber knocker, but I'm going Saints.
I think I'm going Rams.
I'm going the Aints.
The Aints. Solo dolo.
We got the Patriots at the Dolphins.
Dolphins by 30. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm going with the Patriots. Even though Patriots always struggle in New England, but I think they want to play good because they don't want to be like, well, are you guys distracted by the whole Antonio Brown crap? They're going to be focused. Belichick's going to get them on their game, and they're going to put the smack down on the Dolphins just like the Ravens did last week.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't want them to win, but I think that they're going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Chargers at the Lions.
I'm
going to go Chargers.
I think I'm going to go the Cats.
Because the fact that the Lions blew it with the Lions, all they had to do was run out the fucking clock on Sunday, and they didn't do it. They kept fucking throwing. They had the game won, and they blew it, and they tied. That was embarrassing, man. I'm definitely going fucking Chargers.
I'm going with the Bolts. Go Chargers, go.
Chargers.
Sunday night. Oh, we forgot Jacksonville at Houston.
Texans, baby.
Mike?
You said Jacksonville or who?
Texans. You got Deshaun Watson as your quarterback.
I thought we already said Texas. I thought we already did that one.
No.
Different cat.
Different cat. We'll go Texans.
I'm going to go Jacksonville. Fuck it. Gardner Minshew. Let's do it, baby. Sunday night, we got the Birds, the Eagles, Fly Eagle Fly at the Dirty Bird. Atlanta Falcons, ATL. Atlanta looked like shit against Minnesota. They're different at home. I think Julio's going to ball out. I got Atlanta.
I think I'm going with the Eagles.
Eagle fly.
I don't like this team, but they did look okay. But they did struggle against the Redskins in the beginning. But I think the Falcons are going to pull out the win, barely, by 3.
Oh, damn. Calling points.
I know, right? Monday night, we got the Browns at the Jets. Le'Veon Bell looked pretty good. Sam Darnold struggled with a new offense. I think maybe he'll pick it up. Greg Williams, former coordinator for the Browns, is now with the Jets. He knows some shit. I'm taking the fucking Jets.
I'm going to take number 2. I'm taking the Browns.
Number 2.
This is a tough game to pick. But
fuck no, it's not.
It is. Because
you like the green color, you like the Browns.
Because with all that talent, you might think the Browns were gonna click.
Finally do something.
The dream team. It's the dream team, dog. Eagles 2009.
Oh, yeah, okay. I really want to pick the Browns. I really do, but I have a feeling fuck it. I'm going with the Browns.
Browns.
There we go. We're gonna do it every week, a little weekly cap of what we got. So there we go. That's our picks.
Yeah.
Obviously, we didn't write them down, so we have to fucking re-listen to this podcast so we can figure out who's hit the most. I forgot to.
That's all good.
Next week we'll fucking recap it, but gotta give a shout out, man. How many years has it been? The Doyers once again clinch NOS.
7 times in a row, baby.
Maybe seventh is the charm, man. But
Laura says she ain't getting hyped for nothing.
Nope, you can't. All you guys, look, not you guys, but the Doyer fans talk so much shit, and then right after the fucking World Series, it's like, hey, half off fucking World Series shirts. So,
are they going to Africa? The Jotters World Series champ shirts.
They probably do, man. Fucking me too. Nah, but tell you what, Houston looks scary. really fucking scary. Their pitching is good. I don't think the last time we were on, we didn't talk about Verlander threw a no-hitter. 38-year-old guy still balling. And then no one's talking. The Twins lead everyone in home runs, and then the Yankees are just the Yankees. So it's gonna be interesting, man. But the Dodgers look good. You guys, I'm telling you, you guys have so much fucking like just talent.
Mm-hmm.
Not so much pitching wise, but the on field.
And that's the issue I have is where's their young pitching talent?
Yeah.
All they have is bats. I want Walker Buehler has established himself as a good starter, but they need more bullpen guys or starter, somebody that's young.
You know what you need, bro? You need like that Verlander to Cole to fucking Zach Greinke kind of shit, and they don't have that. They got Kershaw. Ryu looks a little bit tired, but maybe that rest will help him out. And then
Buehler.
It's like Buehler.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what happens. I mean, Kenley's looked iffy. I know Joe Kelly, ever since he lit his ass up, BJ, he's kind of a lot different for the better.
He heard me.
But isn't it funny how the Red Sox were the best team in the AL last year, or the all MLB, and they fired their fucking president?
Damn.
I don't know.
Winning is everything, man. Winning is everything.
No, honestly, I'm gonna say that kind of move is. He probably doesn't get along with his owner.
Who knows?
Because 1 year, okay, you win the World Series, and 1 year you have off year, you fire. Nah, I don't think so. I think there's more to that story than the team.
Just like Lynn Swan resigning from USC, there's a lot of shit that a lot of people don't know about. I mean, everyone knew it was going to happen. Either he was going to get fired, but he resigned. So we're going to figure out if Clay Helton's going to stay coach. I mean, USC did look good at Stanford against Stanford, and that quarterback looked really good for a freshman. Kind of remind me of Darnold when Darnold.
Did he go out?
He might have.
Damn.
I'll take over.
Out like a light.
But Sam, like the Slovis, the freshman quarterback for SC, he did look good. He has a strong arm. They playing ranked Stanford, and I thought Stanford was going to beat them because I just didn't really have a good feeling as SC team. But they came in and they put that smackdown on them. And
AB.
Yes.
Hey, what do you think about that Bear paint or that Valspar paint? Which one you're gonna go with?
Fuck that! It's all about DuPont, baby.
Because I know fucking Mike's zoning out. I know Mike's zoning out right now again.
Well, I didn't even got a camera on me, man.
What are you talking about? We were talking about SC.
I know Mike was zoning out. Probably like, God, look at that fucking Bear Home Depot paint. That's not a bad price.
Nah, but you know what? There was talk like, why Lynn Swan, why would he wait to get fired later? Just resign now because he knew he was gonna get fired. So pretty much that's the way it was to go. But forget all that though. The big game this weekend here in Southern California, I'm predicting score 80-10 is Oklahoma playing UCLA.
At the fucking 5, dude. UCLA's home opener.
At the 2,500 student.
That was it, man. You fucked, dude. I mean, I felt embarrassed to be, if you're from at UCLA alone, there was hardly anybody there.
That stadium holds 100,000 people, and there was like what 3,000 looked like in the stadium.
If that, dude. Yeah, it was pretty bad. So.
Yeah, but
it's crazy, man. Fucking A, dude. But then I think Boomer Sooner. Honest to God, truth. If UCLA wins,
they're not going to win. Not going to win.
Nope,
not at all. They're not going to win. They're going to get their ass kicked by like 50. Get their ass kicked by 50. But moving on. From the sports, Mr. Michael, I know you've been watching some Heat. And what you been watching, brother?
I have been watching. Me and Laura got done watching a documentary by Joan Jett. She's a artist from. She was in the. She's like in the one of the first punk rock bands by all girls called the Runaways.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we watched a documentary on her, which was awesome. Just like watching how she got started and her manager and how she's still been writing with them forever and stuff. And then just seeing also all the, like, you know, I'm a punk fan. So all the people that she influenced and a lot of bands that like she was like, she would even help them get started, you know, like Beastie Boys and all these other bands. And then it was just like really weird and really nice seeing those people speak so highly of her. And then it kind of took me on a punk little phase, man. Then I started listening to punk a little bit. But we watched that, and then another show that we love to watch on Netflix is called the Great British Bake Off, and we got like 7 seasons on it. Me and Laura love it. It's like one of those ones that they have like a baking competition, and I don't know, man. It's completely different than like the competition that we would have. Like we would have like a cutthroat competition where like we wouldn't help each other out or anything. These people, like, if somebody finishes up a little earlier and somebody else is like panicking, they like literally go and help that person, even though they're in competition with them. And I don't know, it's a pretty cool little show that we like to watch. Then we also watch a stand-up Bill Burr, because we love Bill Burr. Me and Laura, we both like him a lot. And he was fucking brutal. Like, we didn't even get through the first 20 minutes because he was like, he almost like Dave Chappelle and him like talked about it beforehand, and he didn't hold any bars. Like, he just went off on women, went off on like Michelle Obama. Oh, he just went crazy, man. And I'm looking at Laura because like I'm waiting for her to throw the white flag in, you know, like, hey, I'm done. Fuck this shit, you know, like she was getting heated because she likes him, you know, even though he does like talk about like he pushes things, she still likes him, you know, and he just really went ham and pushed a lot. We'll probably still finish it because we're really big fans of him. Like, she literally was like, we turned it off just because it was just kind of like a little too much. And I was watching her and she's like, you didn't have to do that. I'm like, oh, it's all right. We'll watch it again. We'll pick it back up later on.
Is that the new one called Paper Tiger?
Yeah. And he's like in England or something. And then I guess the internet went crazy, Laura said. She was on.
Yeah. Because I was listening to him. He was on Joe Rogan's podcast and he was talking about it. And I didn't know he had a new one on.
Yeah, on Netflix, yeah.
Yeah, so I was listening to him. I was like, okay, let me check for it. But it was premiering that night. But you know how old I am. I go to sleep. So I was like, I'll watch it the next day. But I haven't watched it yet, though. But Bill Burr is probably in the last 5 years become one of my favorite comics.
Oh, he's hands down one of mine.
Yeah, he's hilarious. Doesn't hold back. Just he's just. I never seen a person so. I don't know if it's angry, but just hates so many different things.
I think he just says what we all think.
Yeah.
You know, and he doesn't have a filter. He doesn't stop himself from saying it. Mm-hmm. So I think that's why one of the reasons why Laura likes him so much too, because, you know, she's a bubbly person, you know, likable person, but yet, like, you know, she has like, you know, where she gets pissed off at people and stuff like that. So I think I think she likes that outlet of having him, like, because we'll go down a rabbit hole and watch his interviews and all this stuff. And he's just brutal. He has this one that he goes for like 20 minutes and he's just killing and roasting the fans of, I think, Atlanta or Philadelphia. He's just reaming them because like they like booed somebody and like
Santa Claus.
Oh yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. No, that they booed the person that opened up for him.
Yeah. And it was a whole festival. It's like a whole festival, a comedy festival, you know, and they booed. I forget who they booed. And it's not like he was a bad comic either, but he said they just booed everybody, and he's up there and he just goes for 20 minutes and we watch it. And it's like a train wreck, but he's just up there just fucking talking shit. Like, I'm like, dude, must have had to have security when he got off of that thing, because Philadelphia, you don't fuck with Philly fans, you know, or Philly people, you know. So, but yeah, so we watched that, and then another show that we like is, speaking about comedians, is an English comedian by the name of Jack Whitehall. He's an actor, also. He does some like little things here and there, but he's kind of like a young guy. that's pretty big in England, but he has this show where he takes his dad, and his dad's like a complete like conservative, like yuppie, like an Englishman and like fancy, and he takes them to like all these crazy places. He goes parties with them, goes to like a rave, all this stuff. So they travel. It was just a funny show where you just see him drag his dad into uncomfortable situations. And his dad is just like, so his dad's even funny too, but like in a snarky way. So we like watching that. It kind of gives you like a little bit of a travel show, but still a little funny, so we've been watching that on Netflix. And then my boy, Tiki, I always forget his name. Tiki, not Tiki Barber. Tiki, he's the guy that did Thor, the movie Thor. He has this new movie out about it's called Jojo Rabbit, and it's basically about a young German kid that he has a invisible friend, an imaginary friend, but his imaginary friend is Adolf Hitler, because he's like a German kid. So he's like has this imagination of Adolf Hitler. And it's just this funny little thing about the kid just growing up and being in like school and the army and stuff like that, and being driven like Nazi. And then he kind of meets a Jewish girl that's hiding, and then he becomes friends with her. And it's just like, I don't know, it's just funny. You should watch the document or watch the little trailer. It's funny. I think that director is so good. He does a lot of stuff that I like, so I'm excited for that one. What about you, Brian? What you been watching?
I haven't seen it yet. I heard it too is really good. I'm still yet to see it. I'll let you guys know next week. Mayan season 2 came out last week. That's spin-off to Sons of Anarchy. It's fucking pretty good so far. It's good. I like it.
Okay.
I like it. It kind of, I for some reason, I was a late bloomer for Sons of Anarchy. Then I got hooked. Then when Mayans came out, it's real cool. It's got nothing but Latinos and everything. So it's really good. Season 2, I like it. And then I did watch it. I watched Sticks and Stones.
Oh,
and that's got to be my favorite Chappelle. I thought the one with him and DC wearing the baby blue shirt was my favorite, but no, man, this one, god damn, dog, LBGT and T, fucking the R. Kelly situation where he's like, the R. Kelly one where he's like, I never met the motherfucker, the whole thing was just fucking great. That is goddamn, that was so good.
I just love how he was making points about a topic and how he made it into a joke, but it was like he made it make it seem like, oh shit, that makes sense. Like, oh okay, yeah, like I get it. Like it
had heart. It's almost like it had heart. It's like he was doing it for a reason, also.
Yeah, like the thing with that lady who talked about him using the word faggot, and then he turned around and said, "Well, I used the word nigger, and you don't say nothing about that." He's like, "Well, that was actually true." It was like, so I can't say faggot, but I can say the N word all the time, anytime I want, and you guys are okay with that. So that was pretty dope, when he said that. But man, the Juicy Smollett.
Oh, that French actor. Oh, I was dying.
Man, Juicy Smollett. That was probably one of the funniest things I've seen in a long time. Like that, man. Man. So you went you went outside 2 a.m, negative 16 degrees. Mm-hmm. Okay. Subway sandwiches.
Yeah, that was bad.
Man, look at Chappelle, man. But yeah, that's probably like one of the best stand-ups in a long time. Like, yes, that is definitely Chappelle's best stand-up I've ever seen. I'm telling you.
And especially like in time and age like that we live in too now, to do that and to tackle those things and not be afraid of that, I feel bad for these comedians now, I think that's one of the reasons why you got to look at like Chappelle and Burr, to do these things, I don't even think they want to go this hard like this, but they have to, because if they let up and they don't, it's almost like it's stand-up or comedy in general is in jeopardy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what's funny is the way Chappelle is the same way DL that like they're funny as fuck. But they make you think about shit, and it like when it comes to politics, when it comes to like the world and what they talk about, you think about it, you're like, dude, they're fucking right. You know, it's like, for instance, the one white boy that ran over those 5 people in Texas who had affluenza, and he never got in trouble. Really, he got probation. And then somebody, a brother man, you know, whatever, you know, DL made sense about it. And now, ever since he brought that shit up, that kid actually he's actually in jail for 27 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because he was a minor or whatever. And then whoever the judge was said that he had affluenza, and he's like, "What the fuck is affluenza?" No one knew about that shit. So, but yeah, those two guys together, man, they really mix it up, but they make you really think about it. And like it's true, like the LGBL whatever GBTQ shit. People. Yeah, the alphabet people. I was dying with that shit. And then he did get the fucking letter later, but he goes, you know what? Fuck it. He goes, I'm saying what I want to say. And then like when the fucking person's cell phone fucking rang, I was dying, man. Is your mom dead? And he starts laughing and shit.
Oh yeah, that'd be fucked up if we really did get that call.
Yeah. What the fuck? Mom's dead now.
But where's Chappelle from?
DC.
So didn't something happen where he did like a fundraiser, right? He went back like because something or where was that? Was it Ohio or something like that?
Where he lives in Ohio on the ranch. That's where he lives.
And then now I think there was a shooting somewhere, and then he went and did like a fundraiser for that shit, like right afterwards.
Probably so, yeah.
Yeah, like Laura was telling me about that shit. He's like, yeah, and I see him. It's funny. There's like a YouTube video of him going to City Hall. And they gave him like 4 minutes, or you know how you go there and you can kind of talk in front of everybody. Mm-hmm. He went over there like one of their nights that the I don't know, the congressmen were listening. He went over there and started speaking about the city and you know how like whatever. I can't remember. It was a long time ago, but yeah, he's involved, man. That's what I like about him. He's not afraid to do that too, you know.
And that's why the ending afterwards, you watch like the 22-minute epilogue, and I loved it. But like I told you before, when the guy, because I love hearing the story about Charlie Murphy, and I love when the guy asked him about Charlie Murphy, and he told the story, man. And it was so fucking great. And then the fuck, Mary, kill Rihanna, Oprah, and Michelle Obama.
Yeah, like what the hell? That was a good one though for him. For somebody to
the whole thing was good, man. Yeah. Definitely. But yeah, and that's pretty much what I've been watching, man.
All right.
But what about when it comes to music? What y'all listening to, B? What you listening to?
What's up, man? I ain't about what I'm listening to. It's about what I've been watching, brother. Don't skip the brother, man. Don't skip the brother.
Now my phone actually cut out, man. My phone's acting weird. So what have you been watching, B? Sorry.
The series on Netflix, Wu Assassins.
Hold on Hulu.
No.
Oh, Wu Assassins. Oh, I'm sorry.
Wu Assassins. Nah. I don't have no Hulu. Wu Assassins, Netflix. So, yeah, I was scrolling through Netflix, saw a series called Wu Assassin. When I see Wu, I automatically think Wu-Tang. So I was like, oh.
Well, the movie Wu, dog. What about the movie Wu?
Get out of here. So I was like, oh, let me see. I was thinking maybe Wu-Tang Clan is behind this series. Maybe the executive produced it or something. Let me check it out. So I play it, you know, and it's the first episode was very interesting. I was like, oh shit, you know, I like a little kung fu. You know, I used to try to do kung fu stuff as a kid. So I watched it, and I watched like 4 episodes in a row. And the next day I watched another 4 episodes. And so it's a good series, you know. It has a good story behind it. Just you know, a lot of ass kicking and just dope kung fu shit. You know, if you like kung fu movies and fools kicking ass and have those ancient Chinese stories and stuff like that, then you know, Wu Assassins. But Wu Assassin has nothing to do with Wu-Tang though. Nobody from Wu-Tang is a part of this show, so. I was a little disappointed, but I don't give a fuck. The series was actually good.
I've heard on some of my other podcasts I listen to that. Yeah, that is a really good series. So I gotta try that out.
Yeah, Wu Assassin. Also saw a movie called Angel Has Fallen with Mr. Morgan Freeman, and I forgot the other guy's name.
Gerard Butler.
Yeah. A lot of action, kind of predictable when you some of these action movies. You get framed.
He shot a guy.
You're running away because you're framed, trying to prove you're innocent. It ended up being somebody that's close to you who set you up. Blah blah blah. Same old, same old. You've seen it done it so many times. But
I didn't kill my wife.
yeah, so shit like that. So, but a lot of action to it. It was cool. Yeah, I give it a half thumbs up and a snap. But yeah, it was it was cool. But that's all I really watch. You know me, I always watch YouTube, so I can't talk about all my YouTube stuff because I watch like millions and millions of different YouTube videos, and I can't even talk about much, but because there's too much to talk about on YouTube.
Hey, was that snap? Was that from Living Color?
Yes, it was.
I was just wondering if that's funny.
Hated it.
Around the world.
Hated it.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Man. But now we can move into the music. Brian, what you been bumping?
So I told you guys 2 weeks ago, Tool came out with a new song. Well, they actually came out with a new album. B and I were talking about it, and that's fucking some good shit, man. Tool's album is by far off the charts. I haven't listened to Tool in a long time, and Tool's new album it's so fucking good. And every song is like over 5 minutes long, but like it's just you listen to it and you're like, God damn, just a fucking vibe and shit. But what's funny is fucking I listened to the new Post Malone. I mean, Post is I'm not a bit my kid, my daughter is all about Post Malone, but I listened to a little bit. It's alright.
You know what I gotta say? Oh, go ahead. I'll let you finish your point.
He can't finish his point
because he got kicked out. That's right. I'll finish my point then. Full no. Post Malone. One thing I gotta say about that guy is that fool makes hits. Like even though you might not like it, it might not be your thing, but I like there's one track on there. I think it's called Circles. It sounds like it's something from like the Block Party or something.
Yeah, I didn't care for that either.
I don't not that I don't like it, but I also enjoy the fact that he's not afraid to do whatever type of genre. Like I like that about him, but like I think he just makes hits. Like I even like if that was Block Party, I'd be like, yeah, that. Or if I didn't know that was him and somebody told me that was like Block Party or something, I'd be like, I wouldn't even have thought any different of it. You know, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's Block Party. But it was Post. I like the fact that he's that much of a musician, you know. So I kind of root for him. I haven't listened to this album at all, but I did listen to Circles, and I was like, oh shit.
No, okay, yeah, I didn't really care for Circle. I haven't listened to the album yet, though.
Yeah, neither have I.
But yeah, but you can continue, Brian.
Oh my bad, my phone cut off. Yeah.
I know.
I just
Post.
Yeah, no, that was it. That's all I've pretty much been listening to. You know what? Actually, I went back for some reason, like in 2000, I would say 2012. I got really hooked on Kings of Leon, and I've been bumping them a lot again lately. And I want to see those guys live. I heard they're really good, but if you guys aren't a Kings of Leon fan, you should be because that's fucking music right there. That's good rock and roll.
No, they're good, man. Sex is on fire.
Say what you saying.
Yeah, but I've been listening to the new Common album came out. Chi-Town Finest Common new album called Let Love, and it's more of a Common always gonna spit that uplifting spiritual. Just I'm gonna say this: when it comes to rappers, there's different style rappers. There's just guys with dope lyrics, guys that talk that drug talk, and then there's guys who know how to tell a story. And Common, Nas, a few other rappers who are great at telling stories in their raps. And this album, Common's just breaking down all kinds of stuff. It's a very like mellow groove kind of rap album. It's not hardcore beats and like aggressive like Benny the Butcher and West Side Gun, nothing like that. But Common always spit knowledge, and just how he tells his stories in this album, like it's dope. Like you can listen to Common all day. You just like, damn, you feel like you're part of the story when he's telling it. when he's rapping about it. So I think I forgot what features it had in here, but a dope album, nice groove. Just better. Last couple albums that Common had hasn't been that great.
Yeah.
So I was kind of happy to get this one and get back on that Common tip, because I always liked Common since he first came out back in the day, and just I was kind of disappointed his last few albums. So it's good to see him back on it, and it's a must listen, but I know most Common's not most a lot of these new heads are not even they're not. This is for our generation.
For the hip hop heads.
This is not for people of today. They're not going to understand this album. So
this revolution was not televised.
Yeah, pretty much. But and just like Brian was talking about, that Tool album, whew, damn good album. Really good album. And I'm like I was saying, I hate this era because there's no mixture of rock and R&B and rap where you hear it all the time. So you get to hear all the new rap music or the new rock music or R&B. It's mostly like rap, pop, and sometimes you don't get to hear all the rock or R&B anymore. So it just kind of bring me back Tool, going back to high school, hearing Tool, and I love Tool sound. Like the way, I don't know, their sound is different than anybody else that I've heard, the kind of sounds they use in their music, and I really like it. And I always know it's a Tool record when I hear certain sounds like that sounds like Tool, because only they have these kind of sounds, and they seems like they experiment on different sounds to be different. And that's the whole thing about music. You want to be different than everybody else. You don't want to, what they call back in the day, you don't want to be a biter, like taking somebody else's style. So really love the album Tool. A must for you rock heads out there.
Is Tool Trench Reznor, or that's Nine Inch Nails, huh?
No, it's Nine Inch Nails. No, Tool is Maynard James Keenan.
That fool's a genius. Yeah, that guy.
Yes, he's got like 5 bands.
Yeah, both of those guys are just, I've kind of put those two guys in, like, they're not afraid to experiment with music.
Mm-hmm.
And to bring weird things in and do different things, and I like both of those guys. I tried to listen to the first song. They kind of remind me of Rush with the long tracks. Are they always like that?
Yeah,
yeah. I like that because
I don't mind it. Are there words?
Sometimes it's just grooves, man. Sometimes that's what you want to hear.
No, that's fine. I'm going to go back and listen to it. I was in that mode where I needed words, so I didn't go back. I wanted to listen to it though. I enjoyed what I heard, but I got to go back and listen to it.
Were you sad? You need some inspiration, Mike?
No, I think I was just in traffic. I need that Benny the Butcher in there, man.
I'm telling you, man.
The
team is banging right now, dog.
You know how it is. Sometimes you gotta, I don't know. You gotta be in the mood for something, And I was in the mood for, like, I needed something good, like not good. I don't mean like that, but I needed something like that's gonna get me hyped.
No, I got
stuck in traffic.
Yeah. Well, Lil Nas X got a new song out.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that shit.
No, I can't either.
Hey, but you know what? Fucking rock on, dude. Do it. Make another fucking badass hit,
I guess so.
You know what? It's different. It's like it's exactly like Common said in the Hip Hop 2 track. There's a space for all these dudes,
Oh Lordy, this guy. I can't mute him. No.
No, I'm just kidding.
Please, no. Please. Tired of song.
But what about you, Miguel? What you be bumping?
Oh, so I did a little bit of rock.
Whoa!
On some things. Because like I said, I was in a little bit of a punk mode, and then I noticed 2 days after I was in my punk mode, Korn dropped something, so I listened to that. I actually enjoyed that. I think it's just a song. I don't know if they came out with an album yet. That was a good song, and then I listened to Green Day.
New Green Day or old?
Yeah, just a new Green Day. It's just a song.
Okay.
I don't know if I liked it too much. I mean, we're not only supposed to talk about things we like, so I listened to it, did not like it. I liked Green Day back in the day. I've liked them growing, and I know they experiment. Sometimes I think they just go too much away from who they are, which is good, whatever. But it's not what I like of them. So that is one of them. I did listen to Blink 182, and I kind of enjoyed that song. They came out with a new song. I forget the name of it, but
it's a good album, actually. Pretty good.
So there's a full album. Okay, then I'm gonna go back and listen to it. I know that one song you brought up a couple months ago, about a couple episodes ago. I really like that one, that real fast one.
Yes, sir. It's old Blink.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed that song. So if they have an album, I'm gonna go back.
What year?
I really wish I Hated You is the album.
Yeah.
What year
that's the song I listened to too.
Korn, Green Day, Blink 182, and Tool, or a new album.
Slipknot, dog. Don't forget Slipknot.
Yeah, what year is this?
High school. Hey, these are
high school.
Sad to say 9/11. We were talking about 9/11, so we went straight all the way back there and listened to some old music too.
Yeah, because if you think about it, everyone says that rock is dead, but to me, rock is never going to be dead. I mean, yeah, we lost some great lead singers and shit, but you know what? That music is still going to be here. And I mean, when Mike talked about Slipknot, the next day, no lie, I was fucking tired, bro. I put that new album on, and once I heard the second song, I'm like, fuck. Yeah. That shit got me going, dog. Woo!
Yeah, no, there's a lot of good rock bands. It's just you got to find them now. Unfortunately, you got to dig a little harder. Like Greta Van Fleet, they're like fucking Led Zeppelin. If you're a Led Zeppelin fan, these young kids, man, they fucking rock. You cannot tell a difference from them, and they feel like they're in the 70s playing right now. And there's a lot of bands that are doing that. Back in the day, I think there was a band by the name of Jet that was doing that.
Jet? Are you gonna be my girl?
Yeah, they were doing that type of stuff. But these guys, man, this dude's got the voice. He's perfect. So I recommend also listening to them. I think we brought them up about maybe 30 episodes ago. But
if you want to listen to some fucking pump music too, dog, Hall & Oates.
Yeah, dude, they're fucking hard, man.
Hall & Oates, man, is fucking the shit.
I'm gonna break a window.
You're a rich girl. No,
but the other things I listened to a lot actually. I did my homework this time. Chewy, they're a rap band. They're like a little like a rap group, like two guys. They dropped a new album. I really like them a lot. They're really political. The things that they talk about a lot about money and how corrupt it is. This album, I don't think I enjoyed it too much, but I still like some of the stuff. I still got to give it another listen to and try to see. And then Earth Gang dropped an album, which was
it an album? I thought it was a song.
No, they dropped like I think around 7, 8 tracks.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It came out.
Okay.
Yeah, so listen to that. That was really good. I was expecting more, but I still enjoyed it. But I really wanted them to do a lot better. Another guy that I have no idea who it was, just clicked on it because it was a new guy. I believe I'm saying this right. Rah. He's on T.I.'s label, I think, or one of T.I.'s. Huh?
Grand Hustle?
No, then it's on. Oh, maybe he is, or he's on So Death Records, I guess.
Really?
I tried to find out who he was because I was listening to him. If you just want like something with a good fucking beat, because all 808s, all the way down the board, all 808 bass, good bass. He's got some good lyrics. But I don't know. I really enjoyed the bass. The beat from all this stuff, man. The beats were all good, I remember I used to always hear people shout out 808. I didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. I thought it was fucking Hawaii because that's their fucking zip code. I'm like, how are people shout out fucking Hawaii? But until I remember Googling it a long time ago, and no, it's a fucking 808 drum machine.
Oh, yeah.
So I recommend it. It was a good fucking little album by this guy. So that one, and then I had to go back. We're talking about what year? Razcast. He dropped a new album, Soul on Ice 2. And dude, like we're talking about guys that can tell stories, he's not afraid to spit some fucking really political shit and do it in a way that just makes, I don't know, it's just fucking his voice, he's not supposed to be from SoCal, like, or he's not supposed to be a West Coast rapper. Like I cannot get over his voice. It's not his style is not West Coast, but
C. Arson's finest.
yeah, is he from Carson?
Mm-hmm.
Man, but I recommend this album. It is great. He has a track with Mortal Techniques that is just fucking two of those guys. Like
Oh shit, Mortal Technique.
Yeah, both of them together, man, and they're both two political guys, you know, and they do a great song. They do a great song and a great track. They even have Snoop Dogg in there. That's kind of on a really, really nice song. I recommend this album a lot. I listened to it twice. I enjoyed it so much, like literally one day, and then turned back around and listened to it again.
For hip hop heads, Soul and Ice is a classic.
Oh yeah,
the first one, like that one was real dope. That's for those real hip hop heads. Razzcast he's been around for a long time, like since like 95, I think 94, 95.
Yeah, when I seen that, I was like, all right, cool. This better be like a news thing, not a tribute or redoing this thing. So I was like, all right.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so I recommend going to that. But yeah, that's all, man. So I did a lot of fucking music listening to.
It's about damn time. No.
I know, time about it, man, because I have been a little bit low on my music.
Nah, I got you. But it's been a lot of heat coming out, so
yeah,
it's been good. But you guys got any picks, fellas?
I got one. I have a hard time reading or sleeping sometimes. So instead of like watching TV, what I'll do now is I'll like read a comic book. I love comic books, so I'll start reading comic books. And Amazon has a service called Comixology, where you can either you can pay $6 and get like some comic books for free, or you can buy them on there and you can read them on your tablet. And I enjoy reading it at night before I fall asleep. And if you're a comic book fan, which I am, it's great because it has everything you could want. And then it's got a lot of indie stuff that I'm learning, you know, like The Boys that Amazon made a movie or made a TV show out of that was flipping great. Now they have a comic book series that was already out. So I can go back if I wanted to and read that, you know. There's other services if you have a library card that you can do for free.
I do have a library card.
There's a lot. You know what? One day I'm going to do a little research. I'm going to come back with a new pick. All the different things you can get if you have a library card, and it'll blow your mind. Like free services online, like movies, music, comic books, all this stuff. But Comixology for now. Stay tuned. What about you? What about you, Brent?
I woke up with a weird injury. Like my calf and the bottom of my feet were like sore, and I didn't know what the hell was going on. So I decided to put some icy hot on the night before, and woke up and it felt much better. Icy hot works wonders, brother. It works wonders sometimes when you're sore, you know, like Dwight Howard when his butt cheeks were sore. Yeah, he used that icy hot. So I'm telling you, man. Huh?
No, I've used that a lot too, man. My lower back hurts. They got those pads that you rip them off and you put them on your back. Woo!
Yeah. So you got some sore muscles, man. Just throw some icy hot on, and you'll be golden the next day. Because I didn't know what was going on. I felt my calf was so tight, and my bottom of my side of my foot was killing me. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm getting old. That's what I thought. I was like, I'm just getting old.
You got that AB feet.
Yeah, I got the AB feet, you know. So, but I feel much better. The pain under my foot's gone, and then my calf's still tender, but it's not as tight as it was. So, but I still need to work out and get my body back how it used to be when they used to call me sexual chocolate. But
oh shit,
it's all good though. But what you got, Brian? You got a pick or anything?
Yeah, man. So we all know that. You know, you go to the bathroom, you use toilet paper. Toilet paper is sometimes not the best way to go to the bathroom sometimes because it's paper going on your butthole. So I picked up recently some Preparation H wipes. Let me tell you, man, my fucking ass has felt so fucking good, cool. After I do my business, I'm a new man. Preparation H wipes, they're at the store and everything. I definitely recommend them.
We weren't getting out of this episode without talking about Pubic hands.
Because you know what? I'm a driving man. I drive everywhere. I go to every single county, and then I'm like, you know what? It's true about. You don't realize what toilet paper is a dry piece of paper that goes in your butthole. So then I'm like, you know what? One day I saw them on sale. I picked them up, and then I was just like, you know what? There is a difference. There is a difference with toilet paper and a preparation H white. And I can't lie, I'm kind of happy with it.
Hey, it's like a tissue and a tissue with lotion. It changed the game, man, when they came out with those lotions or the Vicks ones.
Yeah, man, that was with the lotion. Oh, that shit was soft on the fucking nose. I used to love that commercial. I'm like, I want some of that shit with the lotion.
Yeah.
You could be using.
And then another pick I got is I know we see people do it a lot, and a lot of people don't talk about it. Is vaping. 2 people have died recently because of vaping. And a lot of people think they're fucking cool vaping and shit like that, blowing the smoke, but that shit's just as bad as cigarettes, man. And just FYI, it does kill people. And I'm bringing it up because I got a recent at my job. His sister went into cardiac arrest because she's a vapor.
Yeah, we were at
yeah.
Last weekend we went to Laguna, and me and Laura were walking around at night, and we seen like a group of like 6 or 7 kids, teenagers, And yeah, I guess they could be smoking, but even out of all of those 7 people, boys and girls, they were a total mix. If they were smokers, let's just say maybe 3 out of the 7 of them would be smoking. Every single one of them were vaping though.
Oh,
yep.
And that tripped me out, because they're like, if you look at people, not everybody's a smoker. And especially when you're a teenager, yeah, you might try to smoke because you think it's a cool thing to do or whatnot. But every single one of them were vaping. It totally fucking tripped me out. I told Laura, I'm like, every one of them were vaping. And we don't know what the hell this shit is. So yeah, I definitely, man, just that's sad when smoking a cigarette's better than doing something, but you just don't do any of them, man.
Yeah, smoke weed.
Just smoke weed.
Yeah, sure.
Smoke weed, man. That's the best way to do it.
You could eat weed now, man. Fuck.
Smoke weed.
Oh yeah. You can put that shit on your knee and shit. You feel better.
I got some drops. So you put them on the bottom of my tongue and shit. It's just CBD though, but yeah.
Did you?
Yeah. I bought it
for relaxing. It's
for sleeping. Yeah, to go to sleep. It puts me too much to sleep, so I don't use them though.
I don't
want to wake up.
Ball, dog.
Well, that's going to be it for this episode, and hope you guys enjoyed. And see you guys later.
Thanks for listening.
Have a good week.
Subscribe to B.M.B Podcast on iTunes to listen, comment, and review. And you can also listen on YouTube and podbean.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at B.M.B Podcast 3, and also on our Facebook fan page where you can vote on polls and stay up to date on future podcast episodes.